Hello everyone and welcome to Top Music Choices of the 21st Century. I'm your host Brendan.
And I'm your co-host Sarah.
On today's show, we will be discussing 4 different artists depicted from popular genres in music today.
Starting with the man who's known for shaking it in the country world and ending with a tribute to the moonwalker who's known for wearing a white glove.
So Sarah, who's known for shaking their hips in the country world?
Well, Luke Bryan, of course. Let's take a quick glance at a video from his latest tour, That's My Kinda Night.
A little catfish dinner, gonna sound like a winner when I lay you down and love you right. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. That's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night. Come on.
This music video of the song That's My Kinda Night is a perfect way of giving a good look at country star Luke Bryan's latest tour. I'm Sarah O'Malley, and today we'll be discussing the successful career path of Luke and the steps he took in order to be where he is today. Bryan grew up in a small town of Leesburg, Georgia, where at the age of 14 he received his first guitar, and country music was an instant obsession to him. Luke planned on going to school for music in Nashville, but unfortunately the night before he planned on leaving for school, his brother died in a tragic car accident. So instead of going to school in Nashville, he went to a local college and resorted to just playing in small venues with his band. In 2001, Bryan finally moved to Nashville and kicked off his successful career by writing My Honky Tonk Career for Travis Tritt. And before he knew it, in 2004, he was offered a solo record deal with Capitol Records Nashville. Capitol released Bryan's first Wabadoo Shaboom album, I'll Stay Me, in the summer of 2007, followed by Doing My Thing in 2009. Peaked at number 2 on the country charts and at number 6 on the top 200s. It spawned 2 number-1 singles, Rain Is a Good Thing and Someone Else Calling You Baby. Bryan returned with his third album, Tailgates and Tan Lines, in the summer of 2011. It released preceded by the single Country Girl Shake It To Me. That song was the first of 4 top 5 country singles pulled from the album I Don't Want This Night to End, and Drunk on You both hit number 1, while Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye peaked at number 3. Tailgates and Tan Lines remained on the top charts well into 2012. Bryan withstood his standing in country music by winning ACM's prestigious Entertainer of the Year award in June. That August, he released his 4th studio album, Crash My Party, which hit number 1 on the country charts and the pop charts. Each of the first 4 singles from the album, the title track That's My Kinda Night, Drink a Beer, Play It Again, steadily climbed to number 1 on the country charts during 2013 and 2014. Even though Luke was successful at the time, back in 2010 he lost his first CMA nomination, New Artist of the Year, to Zac Brown Band. But don't worry, Luke took home the biggest honor at the 48th Annual CMA Awards, Entertainer of the Year, on November 5th of this year. After his big win, Bryan spoke to media in the press room and quoted, "I am really humbled. I think about the hard work that's gone to get here. I will never take a second hit for granted. From the bottom of my heart, I go out on stage every night to try and sing it and perform it like it's my last." The CMA Award show wraps up a busy year for Bryan, whose super successful That's My Kinda Night tour continues in February 2015. When we get back, Lauren will give us a quick look at the life of Beyonce.
Hello everyone, I'm Lauren Finan, and today I will be discussing an R&B singer who is a global superstar. This artist is exceptionally talented, fabulous, and has been mentioned to be one of the most influential women in the world today. Of course, I'm talking about Beyonce. Beyonce is a household name and has taken the music world by storm with the success of her hit albums, partaking with the group of Destiny's Child, and currently with her solo career. Beyonce was born September 4th, 1981 in Houston, Texas. Growing up, she was always entertaining her family, her friends, even strangers who crossed her path. In the year 1990 was when the girls group Destiny's Child was formed. Beyonce's father took responsibility for the creation of the group. Here's a photo of the group and their cover album. In 1996 was the year that Destiny's Child rose to fame and signed to Columbia Records with the members of Kelly Rowland, Michelle Williams, and Beyonce, who is the lead singer. Bills, 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 Say My Name, and Survivor are just a few of their popular singles that longtime fans have been jamming out to even today. Who doesn't like to belt out the songs in the car while driving? I know I definitely do all the time. Selling millions of albums around the globe, Destiny's Child is one of the most successful girl groups in history. Is that even really a shocker though? Come on, they're phenomenal. In the year 2003, Beyoncé decided to part ways from the group to venture on to breaking out as a solo artist. This album cover is of the Fierce Diva. Her debut album, named Dangerously in Love, sold 11 million copies worldwide. Following Dangerously in Love, she continued to create 4 more successful albums. Irreplaceable, Single Ladies, XO, Drunk in Love, and Halo are just a few of the popular songs from her latest 4 albums. Beyoncé always creating astonishing music videos, and with her creative mind, everything was very unique with all of her music videos. Here's a quick glimpse of Beyoncé's music video, XO.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction.
Your love is bright as ever, even in the shadows. Baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out.
Didn't she look absolutely flawless in that video? This music video is definitely one of my favorites, and it looked like a great time while she was filming it. Beyoncé isn't only a singer. However, she was also an actress and appeared in multiple films. This film was Austin Powers, and she was Foxy Cleopatra. In addition to Austin Powers' Gold member, she was also in the films Obsessed, Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls was her most successful acting gig, playing one of the 3 leading roles. These 3 movies were very successful. But let's get back to the music. Beyoncé is without a doubt no stranger to the touring lifestyle. Her and her husband, Jay-Z, are known to be the ultimate power couple in the music industry. No surprise there, right? This past year, the duo traveled from country to country to take over the 7 continents and have one world tour. The concert, On the Run, was one of the best concerts that the couple had put together. With every concert sold out, I wish that I was lucky enough to have gone. But guess what, guys? For all the fans who weren't able to grab a ticket for this outstanding show, the duo signed a contract with HBO and allowed them to capture every step of the way, with the moments from the first day of shooting to the first day of the show to the last, while including behind-the-scenes footage. I mean, this is going to be amazing. I know watching this will be the most amazing experience ever, even though I wasn't able to be there in person, just like all the other fans. No shocker that every concert ever for the whole tour was sold out. This movie allowing all the fans to be in the comfort of their home, so when they're watching the film, they could grab blankets, grab some popcorn and a soda to enjoy the spectacular production and it unfolded in front of their own eyes. This film was created for the fans. Well, that's all the time we have for today's segment on R&B. Tune in next week to find out who will be the next artist to take over this category. I'm Lauren Finan, and I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the top music choices of the 21st century. I'm Tim Tedesco, and today we'll be giving a tribute to the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson. Jackson started his career at just the age of 5, performing in the Jackson 5 family band. Jackson 5 consisted of Michael's older brothers, Tito, Jermaine, Jackie, and Marlon. Michael joined shortly after the group was created and quickly emerged as the lead vocalist. He showed remarkable range for such a young age, impressing the audience and critics with his ability to convey complex emotions. At the age of just 13, Jackson launched his solo career in addition to his work with the Jackson 5. He made the charts in 1971 with Gotta Be There from the album of the same name. The song became Jackson's first solo #1 single. The song also appeared on his next album, Thriller, which generated 7 top 10 hits and became the best-selling album of all time. On a television special honoring Motown, Jackson performed Billie Jean, which soon became his #1 hit and debuted to soon the famous dance, the moonwalk. Jackson, a veteran performer by the time he created this step himself and choreographed the dance and sequence of the video for his other #1 hit, Beat It. He released the best-selling picture of Jackson's album history, Thriller, in 1982. People were jamming all over the world to this album. But sadly, Michael Jackson would never get to experience the anticipated success of his comeback tour. Jackson announced that he would be performing a series of concerts in London as his quote-unquote final curtain call. There had been some speculation regarding whether the singer would be able to handle 50 concerts. Despite all of the allegations and stories of his odd behavior, Jackson remained a figure of great interest, as demonstrated by the strong response to his concert plans. On July 8th of 2009, Jackson saw all the tickets to his This Is It tour sell out in just a few hours. On June 25th of 2009, Jackson suffered cardiac arrest in his Los Angeles home. He was rushed to the hospital after his heart stopped and CPR attempts failed, and later was pronounced dead at the hospital that morning. He was 50 years old. News of Jackson's death resulted in an outpouring of public grief and sympathy. Memorials of Jackson were erected around the world, including in his childhood home of Gary, Indiana. On July 12th of 2009, a memorial was held for the King of Pop in the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. An estimated 1 billion, that's billion with a B, viewers watched the memorial on TV or online. And on December 10th of 2010, an album was released about whether Jackson actually performed some of the tracks and if he would have given the release his blessings. Michael Jackson has touched many people with his music that is a part of lives still inside of us today. Long live the King of Pop. I'm Tim Tedesco, and this is it for Michael Jackson's tribute.
Almost stopped your heart. You try to scream, but Tara, take the sound before you make it. And you start to freeze.
Hello, this is Brendan here, bringing you news of the artist who wants to be your hero, Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias is a Spanish singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer. Enrique was born in Spain in 1975. He began his singing career as a teenager while he was living in Miami. It was obvious that little Enrique takes after his father, since Enrique is the son of popular Spanish songwriter Julio Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias had to face adversity and move to Miami because of kidnappings going on in Spain. His grandfather was one of the victims of the kidnappings. He moved to Miami and was watched after by his nanny. He released his first album in 1995, which he had titled himself. His first album was dedicated to his nanny for being such an influential part of his life. Like many of his albums to come, his first album was a hit. By early 2012, Enrique Iglesias has sold nearly 60 million records worldwide. His most successful songs include Bailamos, Rhythm Divine, Be With You, Escape, Maybe, Don't Turn Off the Lights, and of course, Hero. Well, everyone, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Top Music Choices of the 21st Century. I'm your host, Brendan, and make sure you tune in again to see a different approach at the top music artists and genres.